gang? Hey man, I got another banger. Hey, I really wanted to show you this video because I need you to understand the psychology behind a modern day woman, what she actually responds to and what she actually respects. So if that interests you, watch this video to the very end because I got a ton of gold nuggets. Hit the like button, share this with somebody who needs to hear this, and if you have not done so already, jump into the CLG community. Only $48 a month. You get a 7-day free trial. Link is in the comments, link is in the description. It is easy to find and I cannot wait to see you inside. But without further ado, let's jump right into this video.
What are you doing? Move! Listen!
What are you doing?
I'm getting my shit.
Why?
I'm done.
Why are you going where?
What?
Where are you going?
I'm going home. I'm moving out. I'm about to go get my own spot.
Why?
Because I don't want to be with you no more.
Why?
Honestly, I'm just done. I'm fed up with you. Arguments. I'm fed up with the pranks. I'm done with the YouTube. I don't want to do none of it.
The pranks, that's what we do.
No, that ain't what we do.
It's a prank.
Yeah, but you bleached my stuff last time and my stuff actually got messed up. Move.
No, it didn't. It got
Move.
wet and it's dry now.
It ain't dry. It's messed up.
Are
I'm
you
done.
joking? Like,
Please move.
You're being dramatic.
Okay,
Stop,
listen,
Charles.
stop touching my stuff.
Just talk.
I'm
about
done.
It.
There's nothing to talk about.
You're gonna pack up all your Go talk
Okay,
about it.
I'm not talking. I'm done
Talk
talking.
about it.
I'm done talking. I'm done talking.
You really want to end this?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I don't know why you putting it back.
Because we're not leaving. We have to talk about it.
You're not talking about nothing. I'm done.
No.
I'm done.
That's not a good reason.
I'm done.
We just had done something. We were just good.
Okay, I don't care.
You're not leaving.
I'm done. I'm done. Move. I'm done.
You're being like crazy. You're not leaving.
You just broke my hanger.
So like I've been telling you guys since the beginning of this show, man, and a lot of you guys, it takes a while for some guys for it to sink in, but I'm just going to give it to you guys straight like I always do. So people truly don't understand that a woman will not respect you if she does not believe that you are capable or willing to leave her. If she believes that no matter what she does, you will never leave because you never had a girl as hot as her, or you never had a girl as sweet as her, or you never had a girl as submissive as her, if she honestly believes that you will not leave, meaning that you will not leave for whatever reason, because of the kids, because of the social pressures to stay in a marriage or a relationship or whatever the case is, if she has that in her brain, she cannot respect you. And you have to understand that respect is closely tied to love. Now, I know what I just showed you was a girl, breaking the TV, acting a little out of character, whatever the case is. This is what girls do when they are obsessed with a man. And they can only be obsessed with a man that they have some fear of loss with. They have to believe that this man, if he gets too out of line, he will leave me. If she does not believe that in her heart of hearts about you, it doesn't matter if you are the most attractive guy on the planet, if you fit her type perfectly, if you don't act right or act accordingly or act as a man who is secure enough in himself, has boundaries, has options, whatever the case is, if you don't act in accordance to those things, she will not respect you. And yes, the initial respect can start high. There are many different reasons why a girl will give a guy initial respect. He could be in shape, right? But what does him being in shape signify? It signifies discipline. It signifies work ethic. It signifies he has options. He could be tall. What do those things signify? He has options. He can have money. What does that signify? He has options. Isn't it crazy that girls want the guy that has other girls or that she perceives has other girls? But here's the flip side of that. If she perceives, this is called initial attraction, if she perceives that you have options and other women are obsessed with you, and then she finds out that you're really a sucker or that you're really not him, that you really don't get no hoes and you don't get no bitches, and she finds that out and she believes that, it doesn't matter if you was 6'5" ripped with money. She has lost all respect for you. And what that means is she can no longer love you. See, a girl's respect is closely tied to her love or obsession with you. So you can be ripped, you can be tall, you can have money, you can have all of those things. But when she gets with you and you act as if she is the only bad bitch that you have ever been with, you try to do everything right, she's gonna test you. Every girl's gonna test you. The reason for the test is because she wants to see if you're really him. Only a guy who's really him will be able to pass those tests because he doesn't care enough to actually pass the test. That is how you pass the test. When she tries to threaten leaving you, when she tries to do this, when she tries to do that, when she plays all of these games with you, the guy who has options doesn't care. He will leave. Alright, I can see you playing games, man, I'm out. I'm not playing this game back and forth with you. And you will be surprised how obsessed a girl would be to that type of guy, opposed to the guy who caters to her like she says that she wants. But that is not true. The girl actually wants the guy that she caters to him, that she serves him, that she worships him. She wants to be beneath him in a sense, because it's actually her rightful place. So the guys that put the girl on a pedestal for whatever reason, oh, she's hot, oh, she's my perfect type, oh my gosh, she's sweet, oh my gosh, she's this, oh, she has the perfect look that I have, oh, she's a model, oh, she's gorgeous. So he pedestalizes her. Oh, I've never had a girl this hot before. See, I always tell guys, especially in the CLG community, I always tell guys, you will never really unlock the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women until you learn to treat them as an ugly or average chick. How you treat an ugly or average chick, that is how you would treat, that is how you would have to treat the beautiful women in order to truly unlock and get access to the beauties and the baddies. The same way you would treat an average or ugly chick. Now, some of you guys are really thirsty, so some of you guys have to actually unlearn and relearn a lot of things, because some of you guys treat ugly and average chicks and put them on a pedestal as well, because you've been on a very long drought, so you'll take anything that you can get. So I call that blowing up the head of an ugly and average chick. So now that ugly or average chick thinks that she can outshoot her coverage. You get what I'm trying to say? She thinks that she's worth more than what she actually is. And she acts accordingly because a bunch of suckers blew her head up. See, but when she runs into a real one, that's when she becomes obsessed, even the average ugly ones. But if you want to get the baddie, you have to treat her as an average or an ugly chick. But that only works if you treat average or ugly chicks with less care. So if it's a girl that you're not that excited about and you just naturally treat her with less care, you're going to notice that she's going to be obsessed with you. If you've never had a girl ever obsessed with you, that just means you don't have the right skill set and the right knowledge. So what that means is you need to watch a channel like this one, all the way back to my beginning videos, jump into the CLG community, really delve into this type of information, because you've been learning all of the wrong information for far too long. All of the things that you think actually turn women on, from the propaganda, the media, the things like that, actually does the opposite in most cases. The stuff that turns women on is the stuff that I just mentioned in this video and the stuff that I mentioned in my previous videos. That's the stuff that truly turns a woman on and truly gets her aroused. So if you want a woman obsessed, and the reason I always go after do you want a woman obsessed with you? The reason I always go after that approach is because that is when you truly get the most out of the woman, and that is when you truly as a man feel like a king. When you have a girl spinning the bag on you. Like I just had a chick, dime piece too, just had a chick dropped well over $500 on me just yesterday. Well over 500. Buying me clothes, buying me this, like won't even let me take my card. I'm like, dang, bro, chill, bro. Like, she, nope, I got it. Like, but she's obsessed. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of you guys don't really necessarily have that from a chick because you've never had a chick obsessed. But here's the beauty of getting a chick obsessed with you. Once you have mental memories of girls that were obsessed with you, girls that you currently have obsessed with you, and you have true, real options. What I mean by options is you're getting the most out of the girl. Not these wishy-washy, half in, half out girls. That doesn't really build a man's confidence. But what I'm trying to tell you is you really have girls obsessed with you. You can tell her to meet you 3 a.m. on the top of the Eiffel Tower and she'll find a way to get there. That is the type of obsession that I'm talking about. It is so rare for guys to get that level of obsession from a chick that when I tell guys that it exists, they don't even believe me. I've told guys I get girls to do this. You can even show them videos. They won't believe it. Man, you capping. Man, you capping. But that's because when you're blind, when you're blinded and you've never experienced something, it is so easy to say that the person who is experiencing something is cap. It is so easy to say that a person who is experiencing what you have never experienced is cap. This is what people do, right? Even if they see it, they're going to make excuses for it. I seen this in the car dealership. We had guys sell 55 cars in a month. We had guys sell 64 and a half cars in a month. We witnessed this guy signing out clients after client after client, non-stop, basically. And the low performers would say things like, oh, the management is feeding them. Oh, they're getting lucky. Oh, the deals that come through the internet, they get them all. They had guys saying this stuff. Meanwhile, we're watching these guys take the same opportunities, go out to the lot. And yes, they do get, some extra management help here and there, not a lot of it. Because think about it. If you're a manager and the only way you get paid is how the store performs, if a lead calls in and you get the call, like let's say somebody says they want to talk to a manager and they're a difficult client, do you want to give that person to your worst salesperson or your best salesperson? The worst salesperson can't close a fucking door. The top salesperson can close damn near everything. You'll be lucky to make it out alive. So if you're a manager and your raise is based off of how the store does month over month, who would you give a problem client to? And trust me, they don't get that many deals calling in. It's not that many people that just call in and be like, who have problems and like, this is what I'm going through and and the manager's like, hey, let me just get you to my top guy. That doesn't mean that guy's automatically going to close. That's because the top guy knows how to talk to a problem guy. He ain't going to give it to fucking Joe Schmo because Joe Schmo can't close a fucking door. I've experienced this. Now we're going to bring it back to women, but I've experienced this. Before I got my BMW now, but before when I was going to buy my BMW the first time, I set an appointment. But the way the appointment was set was they missed the days or something like that. Like I set the appointment for I thought was that day, but I think they set me the appointment for like the next day. So usually when you set appointments, they usually pair you with somebody that's talented. The reason they want to pair you with somebody that's talented because they want to actually close the deal. So I go into the dealership, the lady can't find my name. I was like, I got an appointment. And she's just like, oh, I can't find your name. And some fat, short, big belly motherfucker just walks around the corner. Obvious low performer. I used to sell in the fucking car business. Obvious low performer. And another thing that low performers do is they talk as if they did the same job as me. So like when I sold cars, I was a top performer. Low performers would say, well, CJ used to sell cars, but I sold cars too. But sometimes when people say that they sold cars, you got to ask them, well, what type of salesperson were you? How many units did you move? Because that says a lot to me, right? Because anybody can say they didn't sold some shit, but were you really talented? Did you ever hit a level of talent? And the only way you hit those levels is you got to put your pride, ego aside, whatever. I'm going to circle this back around to women, but I'm going to tell you the story. So this little short, fat little motherfucker comes up, and I know he's trash. I know he's trash as fuck, but I already want the car. So he comes here, I point out, I know the car I want, I know everything. I test drive it, whatever the case is. The motherfucker rushing me through the test drive. We get down to the numbers. He rushing me through the numbers. I tell him, I'm like, hey man, I really do want this car, but these numbers, they just a little too out of whack for me. Man, ain't nothing that we can do. I say, can you talk to somebody? Can you talk to a manager? Can you? Obviously, I know the car business. That motherfucker went. I seen this motherfucker go right around the corner. I ain't see him talk to no manager. Turn back around. He's like, yeah, man, that's the best we got. I say, you know what? You have a great day, sir. I left. I go to a whole different dealership. I go to a Genesis dealership. But I set the appointment. They gave me their number one guy at the Genesis appointment. So I'm talking to the guy. Guy name is Kevin, little Mexican guy. I could tell he was the number one guy off the rip. He was sharp. He knew everything. Motherfucker had a car. He said, man, you know what? He said, you like the one with the paint, the matte paint. He said, we got one with the matte paint with the black rims. Motherfucker already knew what I want. I ended up buying from this guy so goddamn quick. My head was spinning, and he made stuff happen. He knew. I was like, hey man, this is what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? This, because I've already been in the car business, so I already know how to set the shit up. The motherfucker said, man, let me talk to my manager. Didn't argue with me, didn't fight with me. He said, you know what, man? We made that happen for you. Whatever. I signed up. Boom. It was an easy, smooth transition. I'm talking to the guy. I say, bro, how many cars you sell? He said, I sell anywhere between like 32, 34 cars a month. I say, where you ranked at in this dealership? He said, I'm usually the number one guy. It goes between me and this girl. So sometimes I'm number one, sometimes she's number one. We go back and forth. It was a black lady. And she helped me too, because the next day when I had to pick up the car, because they had to get it clean and stuff like that, he passed me off to her, and they both was talented. So I could tell how they was the number one and number two, because they had fucking skill. You get what I'm trying to say? So what happens is, when you, and the reason I'm going to bring this back to women is because what happens is there are levels to this shit. That little short fat ass motherfucker at BMW, he probably thinks that he's good. He probably thinks he does everything right. He probably thinks he's a superstar in his mind. But in actuality, there's a reason why he finishes low. Oh, and I remember asking that guy at the first dealership. I said, hey man, like, how many cars you sold? He sold me some low ass number. And I said, where do you usually rank? And he's like, I don't really keep track of that stuff. You know what I mean? But we do got some top guys that really sell a lot. When I heard that, I knew he was trash. But I knew he was trash before I asked him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I knew he was trash before I asked him. So when it comes to women, there are levels to this shit. There are people who have it mastered, and they can consistently show you receipt after receipt, which I call elite. And there are signs when you are elite with women. There are signs. The signs are, you're not afraid of any woman. You're not afraid to go after the woman that you want. You're not afraid to approach any woman any given time, especially if she's your type. You lose that uncertainty. You lose that second guessing. You lose that, do I have the right words? Did I say the right thing? Did I do the right thing at the right time? You lose all of that anxiety, all of that mind tricks in games that you play with yourself. There's a lot of that you just lose. There's a sense of yourself where you don't think too far ahead, and you don't think about the past of the girls that didn't like you. You just stay in the moment, and you stay present with each and every chick. You understand that if a chick was rocking with you, you know how she would act opposed to one that was not. You also understand that with patience, you can actually rise a girl's interest over time. You also understand how to stay cool, how to stay calm, what to do, when to do it, never overguess, second guess it, da-da-da. That is what happens when you become elite. And you're okay with allowing the chips to fall where they may. You understand that women are emotional. They're going to get emotional at times. But you as a man have to stick to your guns. Because if you fold once, it's pretty much over for you because of how much respect she loses for you. There's also a thing that you understand, that even if you do make some mistakes here and there, that you know how to regain that respect that was lost for you, because you automatically know how to handle women. It becomes automatic. There's no more second guessing. There's no more overthinking. There's no more crippling anxiety or fear to approach or fear to be yourself. All of that goes out of the window, but that only goes out of the window when you become elite. I won't expect that to happen to you right away. There's too much stuff that you have to unlearn before you unlock the elite level. Because the media propaganda sets you up for failure. And depending on how long that you've been alive and you did not find my content, that is how much of years of misinformation that you have gotten. So if you're 21, that is 21 years of misinformation before you found me that you have to pretty much unlearn before you can actually relearn and actually become successful. Some people can become elite very soon. Some people, it takes a very long time. And even when you become elite, you're never ever stop, because you understand that if you don't use it, you can lose it. So the ones that become elite, they never quit learning. They never throw in a towel. They never give up. Because there's levels to it. Does that make sense? There are levels to it. Because at first, you might just be running up volume like crazy, right? Because you're becoming elite. You're on the path to become elite. You might be running up volume. You might be going from, man, I used to never get laid a year. Now I'm getting laid every other day. We've had guys that in the community have expressed that. But now, after that, there are other problems, because now you went from getting no play to getting a lot of play, but then they have to master the back end. They have to master keeping the girl around, keeping the girl obsessed with you, keeping the girl a long time. They have to master, okay, I'm getting a lot of play from girls that I seem to be average, but the ones that I really like, they're not giving me a chance. Now there's a different level that you have to bump yourself up to in order to get the girls that you actually find attractive consistently. And to get those girls obsessed with you. And because if you can master that, very few men can, that skill is transferred over to a higher quality life all the way around. A lot of times, guys that master women tend to be really good at networking, making friends. They tend to also be really good at making money, getting pay raises, getting bumps, and understanding that you do not get what you do not ask for. So my goal is to have every guy understand how to get the most out of life and how to live an enjoyable life on their terms, where there is no overthinking, there is no overguessing, there is no analysis paralysis or paralysis by analysis or whatever the word is. You know what I'm trying to say? You fail to make a decision because of too much thoughts going through your head, too many perceived options, whatever the case is. And once you master this as a guy, you start to realize that you believe what you tell yourself. If you tell yourself you're ugly, well, guess what? You're ugly. If you tell yourself that you the shit, well, guess what? You the shit. And there is no outside source that can tell you otherwise when your foundation is rock solid. So this is what I wanted to get across to you guys. For all my guys that have been rocking with me, for all my guys that know that this is the way to a prosperous life, I challenge you guys to join the CLG community. I challenge you guys to stay in for a minimum of 90 days. I challenge you guys to take action. I challenge you guys to post in the community. I challenge you guys to share your wins and your losses. I challenge you guys to understand that this is a safe place for you to be a man, because there are very few places on this earth that allow you to safely be a man without trying to tear you down. In the CLG community, we do the opposite. We try to build you up. So if that sounds like something you want to do, jump into the CLG community. Link is in the comment, link is in the description. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.